tape in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. My name is Rob Moorhead. I'm the superintendent of South Ripley Community School Corporation, and we are very excited to be here talking to you today. At South Ripley, we are passionate about our digital learning initiative. I want to tell you a little bit about South Ripley Schools. We're an A-rated school district. We're a high-performing, high-achieving school district, even though we have over 50% of our students qualifying for free and reduced lunch. And even though we're doing a lot of things well at South Ripley, we feel that we have room for improvement. And we believe that improvement can come through increasing student engagement and creating 21st century learners through increased use of technology in our classrooms. You see the young man in the picture. He was making a presentation to our school board. And I mention that because our school board actually set us on this path back in 2011 to see us move forward toward a one-to-one initiative. Unfortunately, we encountered some unforeseen obstacles along the way when this happened. An entire crash of our computer infrastructure. I walked into this job as a new superintendent in August of 2012, facing the need to oversee the rebuilding of our infrastructure and also working with a staff who had lost confidence in technology due to the fact that many of them lost data during this crash. That's when we took a step back, looked at our one-to-one initiative and said, we have to approach this a little differently. And we looked at the work of Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping. When he was rebuilding the Chinese economy, he said, in order to do this right, we have to cross this river by touching each stone. I'm a little more simplistic than that. I like to say, we're going to do this right, not fast, but we're going to build it to last. One of the main things we did as we moved forward to rebuild our infrastructure is we made a philosophical shift from a one-person technology department into a technology managed services agreement with 5-Star Technology. 5-Star has overseen the rebuild of our infrastructure, and they have also helped to greatly rebuild teacher confidence in technology. Many of these things went into rebuilding our infrastructure. Two I want to highlight. We continue to work to increase our wireless network, and also notice that in the past year we have increased our technology in terms of our internet bandwidth tenfold, going from 12 mega bandwidth now to 120, and that's with two 60 meg pipes that provide us with redundancy. So we're excited about what we've done and where we are in terms of our technology infrastructure, but we think every school you talk to today is going to be able to tell that story. What sets us apart in our minds is what we have done with our instructional infrastructure. You see, these are our teachers participating in professional development, and we have made a significant investment to provide them with all of these professional development experiences, including online classes, on-site workshops, and digital curriculum development. We have a vision for moving forward with this one-to-one initiative, and we're going to make that vision become a reality. By your help with this grant, that reality will happen sooner. To talk more specifically about our vision, here's Junior High Principal Rod Height.
Thank you, Mr. Moorhead. Obviously, as you can see, our stakeholders have invested enough money that we're able to roll out a 5 to 8 program next year that's going to give us a blended learning environment. With your help, our vision can become a reality, which means going from blended learning to full immersion. We want a classroom without walls, one without bells, one without clocks. Something we can reach teachers and students 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We want to go from calamity days to e-learning days. We want to expand our post-senior graduates. No longer do we want to give GEDs, but we want to capture that part of our community that can come back to South Ripley and still become a South Ripley grad. We want our teachers to become facilitators. We want our students to take ownership, pride in what they do, not only with their accomplishments outside the classroom, but also what they can accomplish as individuals within the classroom. We want to broaden those student horizons to give them access to information across the world. We want to maximize each one of those teachers and each one of those student potentials. To do that, I want to show you how committed my teachers are today by letting you hear directly from some of our South Ripley teachers.
I'm excited that the use of technology will allow the kids to delve further in for enrichment and break down the traditional classroom walls.
We are a data-driven school. Technology allows us to have real-time data for our students so that we can set goals with students, allowing them to find their success.
In an at-risk school district, it's easy to keep a traditional teaching approach. However, with technology, we can individualize learning.
At South Ripley, we have a tradition of being the best. Being the best means doing something different than all the rest. And to show you what we've done differently to set ourselves up on this pathway to success, as elementary assistant principal, Mrs. Amy Winkle.
Thanks, Rod. At South Ripley, we are currently in full swing with our technology implementation process. This past school year, students in grades 5 through 8 were given daily access to cart-based devices that included iPads and Chromebooks. Through curation of curriculum, experimentation, and daily classroom work, it was decided by both students and teachers that we would proceed forward in a full one-to-one rollout for the next school year with Chromebooks. One of the things that we're most excited about for the 14-15 school year is the fact that we're going to expand this pilot program into our grades 3 and 4 and 9 and 10. Students in these grade levels will be able to have daily access to the cart-based devices that we are currently using in our program. Through implementation of this phase-in rollout project, we will be able to ultimately reach our goal of being one-to-one K-12 within 3 years. We continue to move forward with our motto, we are going to do this right, not fast. With assistance from our technology consultants, we have created a professional learning plan. Included in this professional learning plan are teacher belief goals and student learning goals. We are committed to achieving these goals. This professional learning plan was created based on an instructional assessment that was developed in the fall at South Ripley. This plan includes goals that currently reflect the needs of our current students and teachers. However, our plan does allow flexibility as our needs are going to change throughout this whole implementation and rollout process. This plan will continually be assessed through Guskey's professional development evaluation methods, which have lessons that range from formative to summative. And another goal of our professional learning plan is to expand our e-learning academy. We currently have 33 teachers who are attending this class, and we would like to extend that to all teachers grades K-12. Much of what we're asking for in this grant is so we can continue to provide professional development for teachers and offer those teachers stipends. To tell you about the next stones on the path, I'm going to turn it over to Ryan Lauber, 5th grade teacher.
Thank you, Mrs. Lincoln. After receiving feedback from our students and teachers, South Ripley has selected My Big Campus as our learning management system. We have already begun the process of curating curriculum and resources within My Big Campus, and we will continue to do so. Our current plan is for each teacher in grades 5 through 8 to have 9 weeks of digital curriculum loaded into My Big Campus by the 2014-2015 school year. South Ripley is supporting classroom teachers like myself as we are brave enough to attempt new instructional strategies such as the flipped classroom concept. Students and teachers at South Ripley are excited about the possibilities of tearing down the traditional classroom walls so that learning can take place 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The flipped classroom concept will also allow us to create new learning spaces that will also help to increase student-led collaboration and learning. In order to stay abreast of the ever-changing digital world, our teachers and administrators will continue to visit schools in order to see new instructional practices and methods that are being successfully implemented. We will continue to build relationships with these schools and other professionals as we look to maximize the quality of our own one-to-one initiative. South Ripley is committed to providing the best possible education for our students. In order to do it right, we're going to use a portion of these grant monies to hire an instructional e-coach to help our teachers move out of their comfort zones. Research shows that instructional coaching results in a 90% retention rate compared to only 20% retention rates for on-site trainings. Having an e-coach will ensure that our teachers have the guidance and structure that they need to develop meaningful digital curriculum to lead our students to be successful 21st century learners.
Thank you, Ryan, Amy, Rod. I'd just like to say in closing that by investing this grant in South Ripley, you will be partnering with an organization that is committed to transforming the educational practices of yesterday into new technology-rich classrooms of 21st century learners. Thank you very much for this opportunity to present to you today.